Archangel Michael says, "You have moved in ways unknown to you, and yet the heavens have taken notice." The divine forces have seen how your steps have been guided, even when you did not know where they would lead. Without your awareness, you have outsmarted your neighbor, and the truth of this is unfolding now. The universe works in mysterious ways, and sometimes, you do not realize the power moving through you. There have been moments when you thought you were simply following your heart, but in reality, a higher power was directing your path. The shift has already taken place, and the revelation is arriving soon. There was a situation where things seemed uncertain, where you felt as though you were not making progress. Others might have watched you, assuming that they had the upper hand, but destiny had other plans. What was once hidden is now coming into the light, and you are about to see the truth for yourself. The divine has shielded you from harm, and even without knowing, you have overcome obstacles placed in your way. Someone around you may have attempted to outshine you or take advantage, yet their efforts have crumbled. Without your interference, without your awareness, they have faced the consequences of their own actions. Type 333 to receive the blessing that is already unfolding in your favor. The energy surrounding you is shifting, aligning itself with the victory you have unknowingly secured. This is your moment to embrace the divine favor that has been working on your behalf. Archangel Michael says, "The path you have walked was never one of chance, but one of purpose." Every step, every choice, and every action has led you to a place of elevation. Even in silence, your spirit has been speaking, guiding you to where you are meant to be. There were whispers behind closed doors, but the heavens have silenced them. There were those who doubted you, yet now they are watching in awe. Your resilience has carried you forward, and the divine forces have ensured that no harm would touch you. If you wish to show your appreciation, you can give super thanks up to $50. You may not have seen the full picture, but the higher realms did. What was meant to bring you down has only lifted you higher. The truth is, you were never meant to be held back, and now the evidence is clear. There was an attempt to mislead you, to divert you from your destiny. However, divine intervention has turned the situation around in your favor. What was plotted in darkness has been exposed by the light. Type 777 to receive the wisdom that is unlocking in your soul. The divine revelations coming to you will show you just how much favor you carry. There is no need to question, for the answers are already presenting themselves. Archangel Michael says, "Even when you did not realize it, you have walked with divine wisdom." Others may have believed they had control, but the power within you has always been stronger. Now is the time to recognize just how much the divine has been working through you. The one who sought to outsmart you has unknowingly revealed themselves. Their own actions have become their undoing, while you continue to rise. Without confrontation, without retaliation, you have remained victorious. There is a shift happening, and those who tried to move against you are now seeing the error of their ways. The truth is unfolding in ways they never expected. They are beginning to realize that you were never to be underestimated. Type 111 to claim the protection that has always been around you. The divine does not let those with pure hearts falter. You have been carried through moments of doubt, and now you will see the rewards of your faithfulness. The higher realms have always seen the truth of your journey. While others played games, you remained genuine, and that is why you have prevailed. Now, they must face the reality of their own actions. Your neighbor may have believed they were one step ahead, but the divine has always been miles beyond. The unseen forces have orchestrated every event in your favor. You were never alone in this battle. Even when the road seemed unclear, you were being protected from paths that were never meant for you. Every time someone tried to lead you astray, the divine redirected you. This is why you have outsmarted them without even knowing. Type 222 to receive clarity and vision for what comes next. The revelations ahead will make everything clear. Trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Now, those who attempted to block you are realizing their mistakes. The same doors they tried to close for you are now closing for them. Their own energy has returned to them, and they must now deal with the outcome. The divine does not let injustice go unanswered. Even without your knowledge, justice has been served. You have been shielded, uplifted, and divinely positioned for something greater. The elevation you are stepping into is beyond anything they expected. They thought they had control, but they were only deceiving themselves. Now, all they can do is watch as you move forward. Type 444 to confirm the divine elevation happening in your life. What is ahead is meant for you, and no one can take it away. Your journey has been protected, and now you will see why. Your story is unfolding in a way that brings undeniable victory. Even when you were unaware, the divine was orchestrating every detail. The evidence of this is manifesting now. The tables have turned, and there is nothing that can reverse it. Those who try to block you are realizing they only block themselves. The divine will always ensure that those with pure intentions are lifted higher. Now, it is time to walk boldly in your truth. Do not look back, for everything behind you has already been handled. Move forward with the knowledge that you are favored beyond measure. Type 555 to step fully into your destiny. The divine forces are moving even now, bringing everything into alignment. You are exactly where you need to be. Archangel Michael says, you have been walking in the light without even realizing the power you hold. There are forces moving around you, unseen, shifting the very ground beneath your feet. Your next-door neighbor has watched you, observed you, and now they are left in shock. You never intended to outsmart them, yet your presence alone has altered the course of things. What was meant for your harm turned into a blessing right before their eyes. The truth is, the divine has been working through you, guiding every step, shielding you from what was never meant to touch you. They thought they had the upper hand, but their plans fell apart without you lifting a single finger. Their attempts to overshadow you failed, not because you fought back, but because you stood firm in your divine purpose. They are left wondering how their strategies crumbled while you continued to rise effortlessly. The energy around you is not ordinary, it is divinely orchestrated. Every move you make, every decision you choose, is not just your own, it is guided by something much greater. The light within you has exposed things they thought would remain hidden. 333 Type Amen to receive your blessing. Archangel Michael says, their whispers behind closed doors have returned to them like echoes in the wind. The words they spoke in secret, hoping to see you stumble, have only made you stronger. They cannot understand why everything they plotted turned into dust in their own hands. The divine has seen it all, and you were never alone. Even when you didn't see the battles fought on your behalf, the victory was always yours. The walls they built to trap you have only caged themselves, leaving them confused and powerless. You didn't fight with force, you moved with grace. You didn't retaliate, you allowed the universe to speak on your behalf. And now, they are left in a state of disbelief, wondering how their schemes collapsed before their eyes. You have walked past their traps without even realizing they existed. Every step you took unknowingly dismantled their hidden agendas. It is not luck, it is divine intervention. 777 Type Amen to receive your blessing. Their envy could never shake the foundation you stand on. They thought they could shift your energy, but instead, they drowned in their own intentions. The divine has a way of turning their darkness into your light. You have outsmarted them not with words, not with actions, but simply by being who you are. They underestimated the strength of the favor that surrounds you. What they saw as an easy target turned out to be untouchable. The divine has placed a mark upon you that cannot be erased. No matter how hard they try, they cannot remove the glow that surrounds you. Their own attempts to overshadow you have only left them in the dark. If you wish to show your appreciation, you can give super thanks up to $50. They watch you from a distance, unable to comprehend why everything continues to work in your favor. They see the doors opening for you that they tried to shut, and yet, they cannot stop it, for what is divinely meant for you will always reach you. 111 Type Amen to receive your blessing. Archangel Michael says, they have exhausted themselves trying to figure you out. Their confusion grows because nothing they have done has affected your path. They underestimated the force that moves through you. You have outgrown the place they wanted to keep you in. Your spirit was never meant to be confined. The moment they thought they had control, divine intervention lifted you higher. They never saw it coming, and now they are left questioning everything. You were protected before you even knew there was a battle. What they planned in the shadows could never touch the light you carry. You have been chosen for something greater, and they are beginning to realize it. Their schemes have failed. And they are left in awe of your resilience. The divine has made it clear, nothing formed against you shall prosper. February 22 Type Amen to receive your blessing. Their attempts to bring confusion into your life have only brought clarity to yours. What was meant to unsettle you has instead strengthened your foundation. They are witnessing a power that they do not understand. The path before you has already been cleared. Every obstacle they placed before you has turned into a stepping stone. They tried to block your way, but the divine has given you wings. They are watching, unable to comprehend how you continue to rise. They thought they could limit you, but now they see that you are limitless. Their disbelief grows as they realize they played themselves, not you. You did not have to fight, you simply had to walk in alignment. The divine has been moving through you in ways they never anticipated. What was hidden is now revealed, and they are left to face their own shadows. 999 Type Amen to receive your blessing. Archangel Michael says, they thought they had you figured out, but they never truly saw you. They only saw what they assumed, and now they see how wrong they were. The power within you cannot be contained or understood by those who do not walk in the light. Their plans failed because they were never aligned with truth. They may have thought they were ahead, but they were always steps behind. Every move they made against you only pushed you further toward your destiny. You have been elevated without even knowing it. What they meant to harm you has turned into divine favor. They are left in awe, unable to grasp the full magnitude of what has taken place. Your journey is not for them to understand, and it was never for them to control. They watch, they whisper, but they cannot change what has already been written. You have outsmarted them without even realizing it, and now they must face the truth of their own actions. Archangel Michael says, the unseen forces have moved in your favor without you even knowing. The very steps you took, guided by divine intervention, have placed you ahead without effort. Your neighbor has been watching, their mind unable to grasp how you continue to rise effortlessly. They thought they had the advantage, believing their plans would work against you. But what they didn't know was that a higher power had already cleared your path. Their whispers, their silent moves, have only resulted in their own downfall. You didn't seek to outsmart them, but the truth is, you did. Not by deceit or manipulation, but by walking in alignment with divine protection. Now, they are left in disbelief, unable to handle the power that surrounds you. Their attempts to disrupt your peace have only left them restless. What they set in motion to delay you has accelerated your progress. While they tried to block your way, you found a path they never saw coming. 333 Type Amen to receive your blessing. Archangel Michael says, the tables have turned without you lifting a single finger. They assumed they were ahead, but now they realize they were always steps behind. You have been walking under divine guidance, making moves they could never predict. Their envy blinded them from seeing the truth, that you were never their competition. While they focused on watching you, they lost sight of their own path. Now, they struggle with the realization that everything they plotted against you has crumbled before their eyes. You have moved past every obstacle, even the ones they secretly placed before you. The divine saw it all, and each attempt to hinder you only strengthened your foundation. They are left wondering how their carefully laid out plans fell apart so quickly. They cannot handle the fact that you are not easily shaken. You have outgrown every limitation they try to place upon you. And now, they must watch as you continue to rise, untouched by their schemes. 777 Type Amen to receive your blessing. The power that moves through you is something they cannot understand. They believed they had control, but they never did. Their illusions of power have shattered, leaving them with nothing but their own regrets. You never sought revenge, yet justice has already been served, the divine has spoken, and the results are undeniable. They see now that what was meant for your downfall has only lifted you higher. They underestimated you, thinking you were unaware of their intentions. But the divine revealed everything in its own time. Now, they are left questioning how their plans failed so completely. Their own energy has turned against them, while yours continues to elevate. What was hidden in darkness has been brought into the light. They cannot hide from the truth any longer. 111 Type Amen to receive your blessing. Archangel Michael says, your strength was never in force but in wisdom. You have outmaneuvered them by simply being who you are. Your presence alone has caused confusion among those who thought they could deceive you. They see you winning and cannot understand why. They followed the wrong path, believing they could shift your destiny. But what is meant for you can never be taken away. Every door they try to close has opened wider than before. Every move they made against you has backfired in ways they never imagined. And now, they are left to deal with the consequences of their own actions. You did not have to expose them, they exposed themselves. Their intentions have been made clear, and now they must face the truth. You have outsmarted them in ways they never saw coming. 222 Type Amen to receive your blessing. They wanted you to struggle, but instead, you flourished. They wanted to see you fail, but instead, you succeeded beyond their comprehension. The divine has turned their plans into stepping stones for your growth. They cannot handle the fact that they have no power over you. Their frustration grows as they realize nothing they do can stop your progress. They are forced to watch as you continue to rise beyond their reach. You walk with divine favor, and that is something they will never understand. They may have tried to deceive you, but the truth always reveals itself, and now, they must live with the reality of their own failed attempts. Every hidden plan, every whispered lie, has fallen apart. The weight of their own choices is heavier than they ever expected. And you? You are free, untouched, and thriving. If you wish to show your appreciation, you can give super thanks up to $50.09.99. Type Amen to receive your blessing. They thought they could break you, but instead, they broke themselves. They underestimated the power that surrounds you. And now, they have no choice but to acknowledge the truth. You never fought them, but you won. You never chased after revenge, but justice found its way. You have moved forward, leaving them behind in the very trap they set for you. They are left with questions they cannot answer. How did you rise so effortlessly? How did everything they did backfire so completely? They will never understand because they never understood the favor upon your life. They will continue to watch, but they will never catch up. You have outsmarted them, and they can't handle it.